what's up, y'all? Swarmlord here, and guess what? You can tell by the smile on my face. I just finished this bad boy. That's right. The Flight of the Eisenstein is done. This was by far my favorite book out of all the Horus ones I've read, the Horus Heresy ones. So that's 3 books. Not really a high bar, but this set the fucking bar, dude. So we're going to do a little mini book club, but it's not going to be the typical book club. I'm going to really summarize everything that just happened in the last couple chapters of this. Garro tries to go to Terra, doesn't work out. His friend Decimus gets infected by Nurgle, becomes a plague marine, doesn't end up well, he dies. And then, what's his name? Yakton Cruz, who was a son of Horus, now referred to as a Luna Wolf. They meet up. Euphrates Keeler shows up, and she talks to Nathaniel Garro. Nathaniel Garro now believes in the God Emperor. There's a lot going on. They get intercepted by Dorn, and Nathaniel Garro talks to Dorn, and he tells him that Horus has betrayed him. And Sigismund is there, and Pollux is there. If you don't know who Pollux is, he's a really cool character who I'd recommend you look into. And basically it just ends with Malcador showing up and saying, yeah, I have a job for you. So awesome book. So now that we got the main body of the book out of the way, a couple things I really want to talk about is, dude, I really enjoyed the references to Nurgle. So of course we have the Plague Marines. That's the most obvious one, but there was a chapter of the, well, not a chapter, there's an excerpt of this I'd like to read, but I got in trouble every time I read directly from the book, so I'm just gonna summarize it the best way I can in my words. Decimus is infected with a Nurgle virus because he got stabbed by a Nurgle blade. And while this is happening, he is having thoughts of doubt. He's like, all sorrow, which is Nurgle's thing. And he's like, I've been left behind. They don't believe I can do this. And then there's a voice that calls to him and says, are you going to just perish? Will you not accept second life? Don't you deserve second life? And he says, more than anything. And then the voice laughs and says, then you shall live. So there's 2 ways to interpret this. 1, Nurgle is directly talking, or 2, the warp is talking to him under the influence of Nurgle. I really like when the Chaos Gods are alluded to talking or have direct influence with Astartes, mortals, anybody. I think the best way you can portray these outer dimensional beings is through subtlety and these little moments. You can't describe them with big moments. The little moments make them big moments. You know what I'm saying? Just awesome stuff. And I really love Nathaniel Garro. He's more of a man than a space marine in my eyes. He's just going through this conflict, and he's just doing such a good job of just, he starts off with the Imperial Truth, ends up believing in the God Emperor, and it's just so interesting. And also, Malcador sees this, and he reads, you have a purpose the Emperor protects, and he laughs. He's like, that is interesting, because remember, Malcador is the second strongest psyker behind the Emperor. So that was, guys, this really was a good book. I do have to say, if so far out of Horus Rising, False Gods, and Galaxy in Flames, this was truly, and I cannot stress it enough, a great book. Like, really, guys, I know a lot of people like to start in order, so start in order. But God, I'm seriously, this was, in my eyes, a 10 out of 10 book. It truly was just magnificent. I don't know what else to say. But that being said, I just finished the first chapter of Fulgrim, and I don't like it. I know that's really just, I can't judge it off one chapter, but Fulgrim is already looking like a tough one to finish. So stay tuned for that. But book club's looking tight, guys. Looking real tight. But I might also take a break. So who knows? I might go back to either reading this one or this one. So who knows at this rate. Anyway, guys, that's kind of it for book club. But if you like book club, you like Warhammer, you like hearing this guy talk about shit he enjoys, consider sticking around. There's more to come.